out here again looking for the elusive morel mushroom. This is my woods, our woods. Our house is right up there. You can kind of see the house up there. And to the creek. We go all the way back to the creek. I have found morel mushrooms, and we have found dried saddle mushrooms back here, and other things, lots of things back here. We forage back here all the time. But anyway, I'm looking for some morels, and I found one. Let's see him there. One mushroom. So I'm still looking. These are all over the place out here, but this is just one young one coming up. You can see the leaves. It's got a certain type of leaf, and it's also, the stem has kind of an almost translucent green look. And they're a whole lot easier to recognize when they get big and start having the blooms, but once you identify them, you can recognize them even small like that. Here's another one right over here. They have a really light green look, almost almost a neon green, bright green. And anywhere that poison ivy and poison oak grow, you can find jewelweed. It's God's little remedy. God's little remedy. Here's some stinging nettle coming up. It's still fairly young, which is good. I like to get it young like that. It kind of has a distinct look. There are some other plants that look like that, so you got to do your homework on that. Has the rigid leaves. When it gets a little bigger, underneath it has hairs. That's what the stinging is. And on the plant, the leaves grow two leaves together on opposite sides, like that and then that. They grow two leaves together opposite of each other. And it will have the jagged leaves, and it will have hairs. I don't know if you can see those yet. Sometimes the hairs don't show up as good when it's young. So there's that. There's several more. Quite a few of it around here. Over here, there's a couple together. And we'll always have two leaves on opposite sides and be jagged. And you'll really know it when you see the hairs. They're kind of white hairs underneath. Whoa, lordy, was a snake. There was a snake. Sorry guys, you probably just got really dizzy. But I was right beside a snake. I don't know what kind. I'm gonna, maybe, don't know that I want to get back over by him, but I'm gonna zoom in and see if I can get him and get Lee to tell me what he is. I don't know if I can get him. There he is. See? There's the body. There's the head. I don't know what he is. But I looked down and he was right beside me. Whew. Okay. I hope I got a picture of him so I can ask Lee what he is. There he is. Zoom in from there. There he is. Yeah. There he is. Whew. That is live action. Oh, like Turtle Man says, live action. But he ain't moving. He's trying to psych me out and get me to go on, and that's what I'm fixing to do. I will show you another couple of these real quick. Zoom back out. There's another one. Leaves on opposite sides, jagged. I'm not going to pick it right now because I didn't bring the gloves for that. There's some more. There's a whole group of them. I am looking specifically for mushrooms and didn't bring gloves, so I'm not going to pick that. I don't usually worry about snakes down here because I had never seen any. And I know they're down here, I just never seen them. Now I have. Okay, folks, Mr. Snake is long gone. I sent a picture to Lee. He said he thought it was just a garter snake. by looking at it on the picture. And so I found some more things I want to show you. I'm going to show you some more of that stinging nettle. Let you get a good look. There's a bigger one. That one's a little bigger. Maybe you can get a good view of that one. Several of them together. There's a whole lot of it all through here. And so I don't know if I can show. There's the 2 leaves all the way up and down. It'll be 2 leaves opposite of each other, back and forth. They go from like this side and then this side, this side, this side, back and forth, all the way up it on opposite sides. So it's pretty easy to identify. There are a couple other things that looks very similar, so you have to learn what you're looking for. And always look under at the, not sure it's showing, but I'm trying, the hairs underneath. Now I'm not sure if this video is capturing that. Also in this same spot there's a lot of the jewelweed. There's the jewelweed. Bright green. The stems will be like juicy. It's a very juicy plant. There's some over here. There's Lee's deer stand. Just a homemade job. He comes back here and sits up there and tries to get a deer in the fall. But and there's the house. You can see the house right up behind him there. Up behind his stand on the ridge. But he don't do real good with deer here because we see them. We see tracks. We see a lot of their tracks and where they've rubbed on trees, rutted or whatever you call it on trees and stuff like that. But right before deer season, the neighbors start sighting in their gun sights and stuff and shooting a lot, and then we don't see deer after that. Here's something growing on our property that we actually did plant here. It does grow wild around here, but we took a piece and planted it here, and it has really spread. We planted one piece, and you can see it over there. It's there, and that's where we planted the first one. You can see it over here. It's right up in there with the big leaves. That is bloodroot. We planted one piece there, and it has spread, and then it goes all the way down the kind of a ditch there that runs down like a, it's just a ditch that runs all the way down our hill, down to the bottoms down there. And it has spread all the way down through there. I guess the water has washed it down that ditch. And there's actually, I just found one on this side of the little ditch. So that's where I'll get a close-up at, is over here where I'm at. It's got a very distinct look. Red stem. And then the root is very red and will stain your hands red. And the root, it looks like almost like bloody fingers. The root kind of looks like a finger, a knobby finger. And then it'll be blood red, and when you crack it up, break it open, it'll have red juice that will stain you. That is bloodroot, and I use that in medicine. So you can sell that. My dad used to hunt for ginseng and golden seal and bloodroot. There's another one on this side. Let's see if I can get over here. There's a bigger one over here on this side. Right about, there he is, right in there. And there's several more down through the hill there. And over there. And you can find that and dig up roots and sell it. We haven't done that, but it is an option. There's some way over there. It is taken over down through here, which is good. Someday we may need it and may be able to dig it up and sell it, make some money, pay our taxes. This is May apples. That's what we call them here, May pops or May apples. And they grow wild everywhere. And they will have a bloom one in there about to bloom. They'll have blooms on several of them. Not every one will have a bloom, but there'll be several blooms, and then after it blooms, it'll get a little fruit that's called a maypop, and they're edible and good, but we don't seem to ever be able to get them. It seems like the deer always get them before they get ripe, before we can get to them. But I'll show you a few of the blooms. I think they're just budding. They're just budding. They don't have blooms yet. That'll have a pretty little white flower, and then after the flower is gone, it'll have a edible maypop. So folks, I'm back at the house taking a little rest after the big surprise in the woods. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and comment and subscribe.